Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 2 in R20 from the Sega CD series, and this game is an awesome RPG created by Game Arts, Studio Alex, and Working Designs in 1993, and it is called Lunar the Silver Star, and this had several remakes. This was actually released in Japan in 92, but the US in 1993, and we're going to watch the awesome opening here. And the story is that you are Alex, and you are a young boy that plans to become a dragon master, like his hero, Dine, who apparently died. And his girlfriend is Luna, and that's her right there. And this is so awesome. You meet so many different characters. A number of them join your party. And there are lots of cool twists and turns in the story. And I owned this back in the day, and boy, did I love this. This was great fun. Great characters, hilarious sense of humor throughout. Alex's best friend is a little dragon, although people don't really know that he's a dragon until later in the game, called Null. And there are several heroes. They were called Great Heroes, and they were Mel, Lemia, Dine, and Ghaleon. And one of them is not the hero that he was purported to be, and he becomes the final boss of the game. There's just so many cool changes in the story that occur during gameplay that just keep you completely riveted. And you start in the quiet city of Berg, where Alex was born, and you play as Alex, but you can also control the actions of your other party members that you come across later on. And the game basically starts with Alex at the memorial of his hero dying. And here's Null.
Here again. Listen, I know you really look up to Dragon Master Dine.
A lot of people think that he's a flying cat.
If Dine was still alive today,
but he ends up being a dragon.
You stop dreaming about his exciting quest, get off your butt, and set out on your own fantastic adventures. I know you have
This had a
great
great sequel called LUNAR Eternal Blue.
So what's holding you back?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, but these RPGs take a long time to complete. And I apologize that the sound will not sync well later on. Here is your first party member, and his name is Remus, and he's Alex's best buddy since childhood, other than Luna. And his dad is the mayor of this city, Berg. You go through a whole bunch of other different cities. You all learn spells, except Remus. Remus can't learn spells. Some members leave your party for good. Some members you'll just have with you for a short while. You get to talk to townspeople. You get to buy weapons and armor, just like your typical RPGs. I like the feel of typical RPGs, and that's why I like this one a lot. But again, the sense of humor is fantastic in this. There's just some hilarious dialogue at times in this game. Some of those big houses, you can find treasure chests behind. There will be a lot of treasure chests in this game. And your parents are in Berg. You need to go over here to this stream and meet Luna. I mean, you've already known her. You've actually grown up together, and you've been boyfriend, girlfriend since childhood, just about. And she makes an appearance here.
Good morning, Alex. You're late again. Did Remus ever find you? You know, he seemed really anxious to track you down. But then he's probably hatched another harebrained scheme. Well, anyway, let's just practice our song for the festival.
Much of the voice acting is actually pretty decent. Some of it is meh. Luna has a beautiful voice, and Alex plays a harp, and they're practicing for a music festival. Luna's voice is so beautiful that it can actually cause healing properties. And you'll be able to use them in battle for the short time that you'll have her.
What happened? Alex? Your harp. You're playing so strange.
I was just blown away by
Something
the
bothering
beautiful anime style
You
in
can
this
tell
game.
me.
Just wonderful, and the
Alex,
music is terrific. There's so
please
many
tell me
great
what's
things
wrong.
about this game. As in some RPGs, there will be times where you have to talk with people multiple times or do certain things to advance the story, otherwise it won't move forward. You'll be sitting there like, did I miss something? What was I supposed to do? And Luna joins your party here. You gotta go back to your folks' house and get a key from your folks to open the chest in the bedroom. And you get some clothes to put on, battle clothes and a dagger. You'll definitely want to upgrade your weapons and armor. And when you put them on, they're in that top rectangle. And we'll talk to Ramus again, and he'll join you. And what you want to do is go to this dragon's cave. We're not going to do a full playthrough. That would take forever. But this is your typical battle. When you wander around in the open area, then enemies will eventually attack you. See, she has healing and confusion type of spells that she can cast on the enemies. The menu in battle, the battle menu, is really quite easy to get used to. This game in general is not really hard to play. It just takes a really, really long time, and you just need to sometimes talk to people several times to advance the story, and that's kind of annoying at times. And you get experience points, and you get money, which is called silver in this game. And you need to use a ring that Ramus had at his house, and you'll need to get it out of a cupboard, and then you can break down that block of ice in the way. Here's some more enemies that will typically antagonize you in this white dragon cave, and you eventually get to talk to the white dragon. It's good to farm enemies to up your experience levels and money, like typically in many RPGs. And the white dragon's name is Quark, and he speaks.
You are the first adventurers to visit me in a long time. I am Quark, Tetrarch of the Dragon Tribe.
There are 4 dragons.
You have journeyed far, and now you have arrived at my lair. It's a journey few have survived. Your mission must be urgent.
All the dragons are good. There's the white dragon, the black dragon, the blue dragon, and the red dragon. Quark knew Dine. Actually, he knew all the 4 heroes. And he gives you a ring, a dragon ring. And he heals you. And you talk to him again, and he recognizes Luna. There's a reason, and we'll get to that later on in the game. And Ramus wants the diamond from the dragon. And the diamond is actually made from his shit. That's what he was about to say. They're made from my shit. So Ramus just wants to sell that dragon diamond for money. And Luna learned a spell. Again, Ramus can't learn spells. There's a bridge there that you will eventually need to fix. And you have to talk to this guy who lost his axe, and you'll need to go get it in a place called the Weird Woods. And there's the axe. And you need to talk to your folks to let them to get them to let you sail across the river. It gives you a note, or father's letter. And then you get Ramus to join you again. Ramus is kind of a lazy, fat slob. But he's good friends with Alex and Luna and Null. And now we cross that bridge, and eventually we will go to Saith, and we will sail off from Saith. But Luna will not be joining you. She'll stay behind to keep your parents company. And now we meet a new character. His name is Nash. He's a magician. He's kind of an arrogant little turd. And you'll need to trade a staff for a sea chart to give to the captain so you can sail to a land called Maribia. And he can't sail because he can't see well enough. The lighthouse went out, and he gives you a flint to relight it. And you have to go into the lighthouse. You have to fight your way to the top. There will be enemies on the way, and this guy will restore your energy. There will be a lot of ways to restore energy and magic throughout the game, so definitely hang around those areas and fight enemies to level up. Now, yeah, you leave Luna behind. Very, very cute little anime scene here.
I never dreamed we'd say goodbye like this. The world beyond these shores is such a dangerous place. Oh, Alex, you have to come back to me. I'll pray constantly for your safe return. Goodbye, my love.
And so you sail to Maribia. Maribia. Maribia, I really like that city. It's nice and big, and there's all kinds of shops, and that is where you can first learn your magic spells. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing a playthrough. That would take several hours, and I want to try to cram this underneath an hour if I can. I don't like making really long videos. But eventually, we'll get to Maribia. And Maribia is where one of the four heroes lives, Mel. And he is the father of one of your party members coming up. Nash will split just for a little while. And there's Mel. And his daughter is named Jessica. And here is where we try to sell the diamond, and it is Dross, the shop of a guy named Dross. You give him the diamond to sell, and he says he'll give it to you for 4,000 bucks, 4,000 silver. There will often be times where you can choose dialogue to say, and he tries to cheat you out of it. He took off. And you have to go through these sewers to find him. Many of these mazes that you have to go through are really long and labyrinthine, and you can get lost easy if you don't have a map. You have to learn magic for Alex in this area. And you'll get one spell to start with. They couldn't find any magic in Ramus. Yeah, Ramus is kind of useless in here, since a lot of the enemies are too strong without magic. So this boss here you will have to use your magic spell on. And eventually you'll beat him. He's not super tough. He'll breathe fire on you. And you'll eventually find Dross. He only has 3,000 silver. You can choose to beat him up, but you'll still only get 3,000. Okay, get out of here. And there's Nash, and he's gonna rejoin your group. Ramus will stay behind, I think, when you try to leave here. Yeah. Says magic is way beyond my grasp. Well, you go to this area called a transmission spring, and you'll get warped to a city where you can learn, where Nash invites you to learn magic. It's called Vane. But you need to enter a trial. And the trial is a big long cave that you have to make your way through and fight one or two bosses. Here's one of the bosses. It's a bunch of hellhounds or Cerberus or something. And there's Alex using his spells. And it has to be just Alex going through this trial. He learned another spell. Here's the other boss. This one can be tough. Some of the enemies can attack multiple times at once. See, he's hitting me several times. But eventually, we're going to skip forward and beat the trial. And we go out here, and often beating or getting certain things accomplished will get you more experience points. And now we meet another party member named Mia. She's a magician. Her mom is one of the four heroes, and her name is Lemia. And she talks to you about her mother acting weird. And here is one of the four heroes,
Welcome to the Magic Guild of
Ghaleon.
Vane, Alex of Berg. I'm Ghaleon, Premier of the Guild. My apprentice Nash speaks well of you.
Yeah,
He says you helped him a great deal during
sinking.
his journey. You seem to be
Couldn't
quite
help that.
resourceful, Alex. Perhaps you can help me.
I'm just gonna spill the beans. He turns evil. Actually, he already is evil, but he's kind of hiding his intentions. And now you have another task that you need to undertake. There is an imposter dragon master in this fishing village called Lan, and you need to go back to it. And you will meet Jessica. One of the four heroes, Dine, you will come across him several times in his alternate self called Lakey. It's not known that he's Dine until late in the game. And now we meet another party member named Kyle at a place called the Nanza Barrier. And he's a thief. And that whole town that he's in is full of thieves. I mean, they're not terrible people. They steal from the rich and give to the poor. And here is where you meet Jessica. She's very pretty. She's kind of a tomboy and a hothead sometimes. And she joins your party. And this fishing village has a ship that you can board and go to a different part of the land. And this guy's a real dick to her, and she doesn't take kindly to that. She kicks his ass. The humor, I just love the humor in this game. And you sail away again. And you go over to where this fake dragon master is, and there is one of the symbols that you can touch to restore your magic. Here is a boss that you have to fight that the imposter sicks on you. A bunch of dragons. Now we've got Jessica in your party. She has terrific healing spells, and she can be kind of strong with the weapon, depending on which weapon you give her. Almost every town has an item shop, and a weapon shop, and an armor shop, and plenty of people to talk with, and a lot of humorous dialogue. Oftentimes, if you pick the wrong option of dialogue, you'll still be able to choose the other one. So now we go back to Ghaleon, and he's happy that you proved your worth. And now he sends you to talk to Lemia, but it's not Lemia. It's an imposter, because she's mean to you. Say what a filthy urchin you are. Wow, so she sends him to jail. She sends Alex to jail. And Mia and Null will bust you out. Yeah, she's not under a curse, she's just the wrong... She's an imposter. So now you have to get this magic mirror that exposes the imposter, and you can get the prison key, and you can actually open up the cells of all the other people in the jail. So you gotta go to this area in Vane and go to the top floor and get the Althena's mirror, that's what it's called. And then you gotta go to Crystal Tower, where I think you do come across the imposter, and you gotta get by this magic wall here, or door. Yeah, know where all the... no, there's Nash, and he joins your party again. Know where all the healing stations or magic restore stations are, and just farm enemies within the vicinity. It's a good way to level up and learn new spells. So yeah, you expose the mother there, and there's Ghaleon by her. And this is Zenobia. She belongs to an evil group called the Vile Tribe, or she's the head of the Vile Tribe. In other Lunar games, they expand on other members of the Vile Tribe, but you just know Zenobia in this one. She sicks a couple enemies on you, and they're pretty strong, but if you've leveled up a lot by that point, they're not too tough. So Ghaleon acts like he's surprised that was not Lemia. Of course, this was his master plan all along. So now he joins you, and you go to Mel's house upstairs. And I believe you spend the night at Mel's house. There's Jessica next to Mel. She's like... She acts like she didn't meet you before because she didn't want her father to think that was weird or something. So yeah, you get to stay the night here, and you have a nightmare about something happening to Luna, and something does happen to Luna. And Null had the same dream. Well, Ghaleon and Alex sail off to Saith, and from Saith, Ghaleon wants to go meet with Quark, and it does not end well. You start to realize that Ghaleon's not such a hero like he used to be known. And here he meets
Alex,
Quark.
you've returned. And this time you've brought another friend with you. Wait, Ghaleon, is that you? I haven't seen you since we lost Dime.
Yes, dear Quark. And if not for you, he would still be alive. A part of me died that black day. But now, dear friend, things are changing again. I'll soon rule the world. But first, you have to die!
Ghaleon, what are you doing?
It kills Quark.
Now that that's taken care of, only the goddess Althena stands in my way. Soon, the whole world will be mine!
Listen carefully, young Alex. You must become a Dragon Master now. You see, once I am gone, the goddess will be vulnerable to attack from Ghaleon. Then only a Dragon Master can save her. Alex, you must become that hero.
And Null especially becomes heartbroken, and it turns out that Quark was Null's dad. But you will get to come across Zenobia again back in Berg, or by the stream where you found Luna, and she takes Luna away and sicks some enemies on you. And you have to beat all these enemies. And by this point, you've got enough spells in your you know enough spells to really wipe them out easily. And she takes Luna away. Ghaleon has plans for her. And you can go back to Berg to talk to your parents, and they're imposters. You can fight them. And now you have in your possession dragon wings that you found in the room next door to Quark. And they will allow you to warp to any town. This is so useful. And you will need to collect all sorts of dragon equipment. Zenobia turned Jessica's dad, Mel, into stone. And go back and talk to Mia at Vane. And Lemia, the real Lemia. She's kind of lost her memory. And there's Nash. And you get to have him back in your party if you talk to him multiple times. Same with Mia. Sometimes you gotta talk to one person and then the other to further the story. Yeah, the music in this game is fantastic. And here is Kyle. And he will now join your party. He likes Jessica, but he's kind of a womanizing asshole. He softens up a bit over time in the game. He's very strong. He's a great party member to have. use him to inflict direct damage on enemies, while others cast spells. And you go through this area here, and you go in a cave behind the city of Nansa. Look at all those spells that we've learned by this point. Some powerful stuff. And again, Jessica's really good at the healing spells. Although she can use a weapon pretty well. Kyle has skills that you can use. You can use on him, and he can become faster or stronger or be able to evade attacks more often. I like just having him use his weapon, because he's strong. Here's another city. This is, was this Riza? Or no, this is Ilek. There will be an inventor that can make a balloon for you. And the balloon will carry you over to a new area. You can go back to the sewers through Mel's house. And it'll take you to a different path where there's a bunch of treasures. And you can gamble with a guy named Brett. Blackjack. Don't expect to make too much money on this. You can only bet 100 silver at a time, and he, if you get on a hot streak, he'll start to win. So, I wouldn't bet on this being a good source of money. It's better to farm enemies. There he wins. There, we play him again, and this time we win. You can't double down on anything. And now this is the city of Riza, I think. And when you come in, you get the dragon wings stolen. Well, crap! Now you gotta get them back. And you find Lakey in here, and again, he's actually Dine. Dine did not die, as a lot of people thought. He can join your party for a short time, and he's got some super strong attacks. You can, earlier you could actually, Ghaleon would join your party, and he's got super strong attacks too. You don't get to be with them very long. And here's another chance to gamble. Don't bother. There's a good singer in this town. Her name's Lily. little happy tune. And good singers get abducted by Ghaleon later in the game. Their voices are strong enough to heal, and he doesn't want them to have that kind of power, so he abducts good singers. Having Kyle around will allow you to open certain chests that you couldn't before, including this one. And you get a Thief's Crest, which allows you to try to get your wings back, your dragon wings. Eventually you'll need to kill these flowers in the desert to the east, and you use their vines to fix the balloon. And you get to fly for a while. You can't control this, the game will control it. But you will eventually crash. And see, like that, everybody's like, ugh. And there's the wreckage. And here is the town of Muryad. And there's a bunch of dumb yokels here. And here's a bad singer. They're totally off tune. I just died laughing the first time I heard that. Oh, but your goal here is to fix a bridge, because you will fall in trying to cross it, and you have to recover your party members. Yeah, Null doesn't care, he can fly around, but you have to recover your party members And then eventually you'll need to go down here, and there will be this island. It is actually a giant turtle, and you play your harp, and you get aboard it, and go to your destination that you couldn't reach with the balloon. And again, the computer controls where it goes. You'll eventually go to this area where there's these switches that move these doors, and you'll need to open the doors, and eventually you'll get a walk on the top of the walls, and the closed doors will allow you to walk across to the other side, like here. And here is the library part where you can read books, and one of the books will restore your energy. There'll be a lot of enemies in this area, and eventually you'll go to the volcano, and you'll have to have an item called the Spirit of the Rain Cloud, which will cool the area and allow you to walk across. And you'll have to fight enemies here and reach the end, where there's the red dragon. And you'll get another piece of dragon armor, and this is the shield of the red dragon. And yeah, you'll need to collect all the items from the dragons. We have the dragon wings, and now we have the shield. And you get to learn a new spell. By the time you get back, the bridge in Muriad should be fixed. And yep, we're walking across and not falling in. Now you can get to the weapon shop, which has a lot of nice weapon upgrades for you. And now this is the village of Lighton, which has good singers. That's not good news, because Ghaleon's going to want to scoop them all up. Well, not everyone's a good singer, but they're all sing-songy the way they talk, I guess. You have to talk to this guy and tell him your name is Alex. And then he will allow you to cross a river. There will be stones that allow you to walk across. And you'll need to go to a cave by this waterfall here. And I think this might have been the blue dragon's cave. And you have to fight this boss called Brainiac. Not the DC supervillain. And yeah, here you get the dragon helmet from the blue dragon. Yep, so we've only got one more item to get. And you learn another spell. And you meet Zenobia again. And guess what? Nash is her toady. Nash steals your helmet. But it turns out to just be a double cross, and he comes back to you and tells you that he double crossed her. And there's Lakey again. And now here's another flying device or flying vehicle that you can take, but it's going to take quite a while for this guy named Might to put together for you. And here's another couple characters that you can play with for a short while, or that can join your party for a short while. Tempest and Fresca in the village of Pau. The village of Pau, well, you have to quote-unquote fight Tempest first. You don't have any control over this, and you will eventually win. Tempest just wants to test your strength. This town that they're in, Pau, will be stricken with a sickness. A lot of people will fall under it, including Mia and Jessica. And note that we don't have them, or Nash, or Kyle. We go with Lakey through Might's lair, and it's really tough because there's a lot of pipes that will lead you to places you didn't want to go, or holes that lead you to places you didn't want to go. Very confusing. But at any rate, you'll eventually get here, and you'll talk to Might, and Lakey, or Dine, will try to convince him to make another vehicle for you. When you go out on the roof, look who it is, Ghaleon. And he taunts you and Lakey. He knows Lakey is Dine. Ghaleon tries to ask him to join his cause, and he knows he's bad news. He says no. And then Ghaleon disappears. Then you go back to Pow again, and Lakey splits. And Jessica rejoins you. And there's Nash coming back to say, hey, I didn't really mean to deceive you guys. I just had to trick Zenobia. And you can choose, you can say you don't believe him or whatever, but you'll eventually have to choose I believe you. And he gives you your dragon helmet back. And eventually you need to go through this cave, and Fresca falls to the sickness, and so does, like I said, Mia and Jessica, and you'll need to heal everybody. A lot of people are falling to the sickness. Eventually you'll need to go back into the cave and fight this guy here to get the goddess's seal. And there's Tempest there. And you give the goddess seal to this guy. And everyone should be healed. But you also need to get some water from this well. And there will be another fountain of transmission that will warp you to another area once you pour the water into it. And there we warp out to go through another cave to get to this land out here. And there's one of the healing stations. It'll restore all your energy, everybody's energy. Then you go through another cave and you go to this area, and this is the Talon mine. And this is where people are being put to work in the mines as slaves. And eventually you'll need to fight, I think this is a boss here, a boss tank. And you'll be allowed to pass. And now you go to another land out here. And eventually you'll need to go to this town here, and you'll need to get a key, or hand over the crest to this guy, the hero's crest. And then you'll need to go inside this shrine that eventually leads you to, I think it's the Black Dragon, the final dragon. And he is evil and attacks you, but he is being controlled by Ghaleon. Creepy, a giant skeleton. And once you beat him, Ghaleon taunts you.
Very impressive, Alex. You just killed the only remaining means of becoming a Dragon Master. You're making this way too easy. Now the goddess is completely unprotected. She's mine to control. The world is my oyster!
What a wacko. And you get the armor of the Black Dragon. And you go north, and this is the Grindery. This is a giant machine that Ghaleon is creating. Super powerful. And inside will be Ghaleon's assistant, what's his name, Tamer? Or Tabin. That's right. He's Ghaleon's chief inventor, and he has made a couple enemies to attack you. A couple tanks, or a few tanks. And once you destroy them, the Grindery starts moving. Yup, it is mobile. And once you get out and go south, you'll see its tracks. It is super powerful, and something that's also controlling it is Luna. Yep, there she is. She's evil now.
Heed my command.
And she is actually the goddess Althena.
Blazing fire and decimate all who oppose me.
And guess what it takes a shot at? The city of Vane. The floating city of Vane. And it crashes. Holy crap, that's powerful. So now you need to go down, but you get zapped by its magic. And guess what? You get knocked out. And you wake back up after another dream about Luna. You wake back up in the town of Riza, I think this was. A town full of thieves and shady vendors. And you collect all your party members who are in this city. And you'll need to talk to the girls, and then the guys, and then I think the girls again, and then the guys. And then back on the top of Might's tower is Zenobia. She turns Lakey Dine into stone, but he's still fighting off her magic, giving you time to board the balloon, or this blimp that is completed by Might. And now you fly off, but just like the balloon before it, it will crash. And this is because of the magic of that is surrounding the goddess's tower. Was this? At the top, you need to speak to the dragon angels, and they will give Alex one last test to become a dragon master. And you have to defeat them both. You will have enough spells by this point to really be able to put the hurt on them. And they only move a little space at a time. And now you get to become Dragon Master. Now you learn that Nala is the son of Quark, and he will give you the sword of Althena.
Oh, you are indeed the brave one. You have proven the purity in your heart. Step forward and become your destiny, Dragon Master Alex.
Awesome. Althena's sword. So then I must be the child of Quark. Yep. And you'll learn a new spell. And if you go back to Maribia and visit Ramus, who now owns this shop, Dross's old shop, he will give you whatever you want for free. Isn't that awesome? You have to have all the dragon equipment equipped when you go to the Grindery again. And now you have to go through this big, long maze of pipes, and you'll face these flames as one of the bosses at the top. And you'll have plenty enough spells to easily take care of them. Got some very damaging spells, and Kyle and Alex are both really strong by this point. There's Tempest again. If you try to go through that door several times, enemies will attack you until Tempest holds them off for you so you can advance. And this is, I believe, the final area. Yeah, this is Ghaleon's palace. This has a lot of twists and turns, and it's easy to get lost. So many doors to go through that'll lead you where you don't want to go. But there is a healing pool. And for the final time, you gotta fight Zenobia. And once you beat her, then you are going to face Ghaleon. But it won't be the first time. Good Lord, Ghaleon has changed so much. Yeah, he's really evil now.
So, little Alex became a Dragon Master. How endearing. You've come to fight for the soul of your dear Luna, but you're too late. I'm already in control of the goddess. Face it, you don't stand a chance, Dragon Boy.
I don't know about that. Alex has a lot of damaging spells. Kyle's pretty strong, and if you stocked up on Herb of Althena's at Rammus's shop before you came back up here, then the game is actually kind of easy from this point on. I mean, fighting enemies at least. Yeah. Use Alex's strongest spells and have Kyle just slash at Ghaleon. And have Nash and Mia use spells, and have Jessica use healing spells for everybody. And now, there's Luna up at the top. She's turned evil, and you gotta find a way to make her break out of the spell.
Infidels!
Yeah, sorry,
How dare you invade my inner sanctum?
this is so out of sync. Nothing I
Prepare
could
to
do about
die.
that. But before you go up to her, you get a surprise visit from the Dragon Angels in just a sec here. The Dragon Angels that gave you the power to be a Dragon Master. But, guess what happens? Somebody is not done with you. And they kill the Dragon Angels. I like this part. This is so cool.
I'm not finished with you yet. You'll never make it out of here alive, Dragon Boy.
This is creepy.
Cower in fear as I demonstrate my true power.
He starts bleeding out of his eyes. Gross. Transforms into something truly hideous. Now he's not only can cast spells on you, but he likes to teleport behind you and attack you. But once you beat him, then you have to go try to rescue Luna, and she'll try to zap you with lightning. There's one of his attack spells made out of ice, and then he teleports behind you and attacks. But once you beat him, then the dragon angels can still talk to you. You need to use your harp, because she will strike you with lightning, and it will really, really, really hurt unless you play the harp. You'll just keep getting hit by lightning as you make your way up the steps. But once you reach her, the game will end, and it'll be a happy ending. Kyle dispensing not so great advice. But yeah, there's me playing that, and I get hit by lightning, and it doesn't hurt nearly as much as it could have.
Your power shields you from my spells. Don't come any closer. Stay there. No, get back. Get away. One more step and you die.
You.
Yeah, Alex doesn't talk much in this game. He doesn't have much dialogue even in text. He's much more talkative in the remakes of this Lunar the Silver Star story.
It's really you. I was trapped in a terrible nightmare. It was dark and I was so cold and alone. But I never doubted that you would come and rescue me. Not even for a minute. Oh, Alex. Alex.
Aww. You see all the characters from the game that you could have in your party, or most of them anyway. And the stone curse is lifted off of. We're gonna scoot forward through the credits, but you'll see pictures of Jessica reuniting with her dad, who's not stone anymore. Lakey's free of stone, or dying. There's Tempest and Fresca. And Jessica and Kyle. And Nia and Nash. But that was Lunar the Silver Star, and there's Ramus at his shop. Created by Game Arts Studio Alex and Working Designs in 1993. Released in Japan in 92. Game number 2 in R20 from the Sega CD series. And there is the end to Lunar the Silver Star. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope you join me sometime in the future for game number 1.
Oops. Too long.
Too long. That was Lunar the Silver Star, and hope you enjoyed, and I hope you join me soon for game number 1, but before that, some honorable mentions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, folks.